My project title is Cycle Time Reduction in GA. It is a unit engineering project. My teammates are Swati Nati and Dinesh Kumar. Cycle time of a process is the time required from start to finish of the product to be maintained. In this, the part GA is useful as a part which is used in Hyundai and other materials. The part to be cooled is ejected from the mold via the ejector and then placed in a tube for external cooling. The tube is made up of aluminum and can withstand high temperature. External cooling minimizing the cycle time is drastically. Key facts about Motherson Automotive Technologies is that it is one of the largest manufacturers that provide plastic injection molding throughout the world. It is a partner of Hyundai, Ford and other companies. It is present at 25 countries across the globe and 70,000 qualified professionals worldwide. Injection molding. Injection molding is a manufacturing process that develops plastic into heated barrels through hoppers, which then are injected through the nozzle at high temperature and pressure into a mold. The mold is a cavity that is specifically designed for a part to be produced. Injection process is carried out through the injection molding machine. The plastic granules are fed into the hopper, which is then introduced into a preheater. The preheater heats the granules to a higher temperature, and it is injected to the mold cavity through a nozzle. The nozzle system works upon disinfecting screw through a barrel, and the movable platen is used to open and close the mold. The material is polypropylene, which has high turbulence strength. It is stored in the stores through the storage bin. It is freeze-dried for 1 to 2 hours at 80 degrees Celsius and fed into the hopper. Then the heating barrel is heated the granules and injection nozzle injected. First, the mold is fed into the cavity and is then pushed inside through the reciprocating screw. After that, the fresh polymer melts from the next shot is refilled inside, and then the mold is separated. The mold is a special tool in the injection molding. It is designed for each and every part in a unique way. The ejection system is used to eject the part that is finished, and it is collected through ejector system. This is the sample molding. Molding is generally done with the help of clamping. Clamping occurs when 2 or more molds are to be joined together. There are 3 different types of clamps: toggle clamps, hydraulic and hydromechanical clamps. Toggle clamps are used for generally relatively low designs such as screws and ball screws, whereas hydraulic clamps can be used for a range of 1300 to 1800 kilometers. Hydromechanical clamps are even higher strength and is generated for more than 8,900 kilometers. Cycle time starts from clamping, then injection, refilling, cooling, mold open, part ejection and part return. Cycle time optimization starts at design stage. Where 50% of the cycle time can be reduced by the usage of clearer design. These are the ideas in front, and finally cycle time can be reduced through external cooling process. External cooling method is a relatively new method where cooling water is supplied around the part in the external jig through recirculation and open method. It is of 2 types, open and closed, but closed method gives relatively high cooling at high cost. So we go for open cooling. This is the part and this is the aluminum jig. The part is kept inside the jig where cooling water is allowed to flow at 22 degrees Celsius, and it absorbs most of the heat and comes out at 27 degrees Celsius. This is the standard molding parameter of our project. The part name is cover pad. The material is polypropylene, 20% is direct, and this is the model number. Number of cavities is 2. and the part and runner weights are 123 grams and 11.5 grams respectively. The total cycle time occurring is 55.90 before the external cooling process. After the external cooling process, we have converted the 59.90 seconds into 45.90 plus or minus 3 seconds, which depends upon the refilling time of the next shot. This is the cost report. Through this report, we can calculate the total amount of cost that can be saved through this project for a single month. The total machine cost is measured by tonnage, where each machine has 400 to 600 tonnage. The total machine cost savings per month is 20,830 rupees. The advantages of this method is that water is non-toxic and cheaply available. It has high specific heat capacity and it can transmit heat over larger distances. The disadvantage is that it has a high level of human fatigue and initial cost is high. Thus we arrive at the conclusion. The cycle time of BAC site has been successfully reduced for 10 seconds. These are the references. Cycle time of the process is the time required from start to finish of the product to be maintained. In this, the part BAC tag is useful as a part which is used in Hyundai and other materials. The part to be cooled is ejected from the mold via the ejector and then placed in a juice for external cooling. The tube is made up of aluminum and can withstand high temperature. External cooling realizes the cycle time drastically. Key facts about Motherson Automotive Technology is that it is one of the largest manufacturers that provides active injection molding throughout the world. It is a partner of Hyundai, Ford, and other companies. It is present at 25 countries across the globe and 70,000 qualified professionals worldwide. Injection molding. Injection molding is a manufacturing process that develops plastic into heated barrels through hoppers, which then are best injected through the nozzle at high temperature and pressure into a mold. The mold is a cavity that is specifically designed for a part to be produced. Injection process is carried out through the injection molding machine. Plastic granules are fed into the hopper, which is then introduced into a preheater. The preheater heats the granules to a higher temperature and it is injected in the mold cavity through a nozzle. The nozzle system works upon specific through a barrel and the movable platen is used to open and close the mold. The material is polypropylene, which has high turbulence strength. It is stored in the store through the storage bin. It is freeze-dried for 1 to 2 hours at 80 degrees Celsius and fed into the hopper. Then the heating barrel is heated the granules and injection nozzle injected. First, the mold is fed into the cavity and is then pushed inside through the reciprocating screw. After that, the fresh polymer melts from the next shot is refilled inside and then the mold is separated. The mold is a special tool in the injection molding. It is designed for each and every part in a unique way. The ejection system is used to eject the part that is finished and it is collected through ejector system. This is the sample molding. Molding is generally done with the help of clamping. Clamping occurs when 2 or more molds are to be joined together. There are 3 different types of clamps: toggle clamps, hydraulic, and hydromechanical. Toggle clamps are used for generally relatively low designs such as screws and ball screws, whereas hydraulic clamps can be used for the range of 1300 to 1800 kilometers. Hydromechanical runs are even higher strength and is generated for more than 8900 kilometers. Cycle time starts from clamping, then injection, refilling, cooling, move open, part ejection and part return. Cycle time optimization starts at design stage. Where 50% of the cycle time can be reduced by the usage of clearer design. These are the idea functions, and finally cycle time can be reduced through external cooling process. External cooling method is a relatively new method where cooling water is supplied around the parts to the external sheet through recirculation and open method. It is of two types, open and closed. But closed method gives relatively high cooling at high cost. So we go for open cooling. This is the part and this is the aluminum jig. The part is kept inside the jig where cooling water is allowed to flow at 22 degrees Celsius and it absorbs most of the heat and comes out at 27 degrees Celsius. This is the standard molding parameter of our project. The part name is cover PPAD. The material is polypropylene, 20 propylene cellulose, and this is the model number. Number of cavities is 2, and the part and runner weights are 123 grams and 11.5 grams respectively. The total cycle time occurring is 55.90 before the external cooling process. After the external cooling process, we have converted the 59.90 seconds into 45.90 plus or minus 3 seconds, which depends upon the refilling time of the next shot. This is the cost report. Through this report, we can calculate the total amount of cost that can be saved through this project for a single month. The total machine cost is measured by tonnage, where each machine has 400 to 600 tonnage. The total machine cost savings per month is 20,830 rupees. The advantages of this method is that water is non-toxic and cheaply available. It has high specific heat capacity and it can transmit heat over larger distances. The disadvantage is that it has a high level of human fatigue and initial cost is high. Thus we arrive at our conclusion. The cycle time of BAC pad has been structured